My general view is that in this, whether it's a refresh or a restart, the tone of the relationship matters. The words we use and people-to-people connections are essential. Now, to call universities part of people-to-people is pretty important, and that there has clearly descended a considerable chill among all of our major institutions in the level and in the volume of our activities with Chinese partners. Some of that relates to recruitment of students, but it also relates to our research capabilities. And I think that one of the front, a leading part of this reassessment needs to be, what do we do to consolidate and strengthen our existing connections? That chill is significant, and it's particularly significant now around research collaborations and partnerships in the STEM areas. But that's getting a much bigger, what we're afraid of is being defined more and more broadly. And it's having an effect on the volume of our activities, but also particularly on our Chinese professors who are here, and the recruitment of students and others, of graduate students into our programs. So that if what we can do going forward is start to speak about the rules that are coming down around sensitive sectors and around reliable partners in China. Not to say that there aren't sensitive sectors, there are, and that there are unreliable partners in China, but to be very fine-tooth comb on who they are, and not to simply replicate what the Americans have been putting down as the guidelines in those areas, their definitions. There are Canadian national interests that are different. And finally, and I hope Gwen can speak to this, universities have to get out in front again in the public discussion on the values, the complexities, but also the values that underscore what we want to do with Chinese universities. It's part of our mission of dealing with global issues, global human problems, the universality of scientific research. But what our universities have to be able to emphasize is that for research excellence, for the solution of problems, China is no longer a place we give research aid to. China is a place where leading world-class research is occurring. Put limits on real national security concerns, but don't rule out China as a matter of a category. And let's open up again why we want to work with China through our universities.